Hey, happy Friday. Ooh, we got some fun stuff going on. I got a little distracted from the Granny Square cards, traditional square. So the idea is that I want to make the squares, trimming them in green. Amanda over at Tap Mama and the Bag Brigade generously said that she would attach them all together into a blanket form for me. I wanted to make one a week. There are 50 cards. That's a year's worth of growing a garden, right? Well, I have a really good friend who lives close by, and she bakes sourdough. And she sent me a picture that she found on the internet of these adorable carriers. Here's one that she sent. And then I joyfully jumped down the rabbit hole on this, and I found a couple other styles. Here's another. There are patterns on Ravelry. There are patterns for sale on Etsy. And the concept is all over the place. What a wonderful way to store and gift your sourdough bread so it can get a little bit of air and it's homemade, handmade, right? Looking into it, I know there's a lot of patterns for like casserole carriers or to make things to take when you go eat at somebody else's house. This is kind of like one of those concepts. So told her, yes, of course I can make her one for her sourdoughs. So I was digging through the Granny Square box because typically it's made out of a Granny Square, and I came across a peony. Now, I can't remember. It seemed familiar to me. That's not a peony, huh? Is that the peony? No, that's got too many in the middle. I pulled out some cards. I was trying to keep them divided by that. I don't think I've made the peony. So I owe a peony with the traditional, how we're making them with the last square in green. Yeah, I don't think I've made... No, but they look extremely similar, don't they? Okay, so we're good. Next week, we're a couple, I think I'm 2 ahead, which, that could be a slippery slope. So this week, I need to make one of these with green on the outskirts of it to put into the bag. But what was I doing? So I made 1, 2, these are in cotton, so these won't work for what I had in mind. The first square required quite a few of them. I made 5 centers because I thought I was going to lay them all out, attach them, and then sew the corners. But even deeper into the rabbit hole, I found a totally different technique that I think will fit a sourdough round. She makes them in rounds, and I think it would fit even better. There's no sourdough has been in this carrier yet. So in the tips of these triangle granny, I did 5 rows, two rows of double crochet, and then I did a little cross stitch to add a little basket weave looking detail. There's 6 of them going across, and then 2 more rows of double crochet. And I made 4 of those flaps. One of them, as I was attaching it to my square, I'll show you my square in a minute. When I was attaching them to the square, I went up a tiny bit on each side so that if she uses a certain cast iron pan to cook her bread, so it's going to be the same round each time, but I want the sourdough has a flat bottom and then it billows out a tiny bit. And then you've got, if it raised properly, you've got this nice big domed sourdough. So I made sure that it would be able to expand a little bit, but still have plenty of space to come over the top. So when I was joining them, I did a 17 loop chain. Thank you, Cindy Hart's Crochet. So that I can stick the loop through the top of these grannies, which makes the secure holding the good part. How did I use that square? When you open up the sourdough, you have your beautiful mound of sourdough deliciousness. And as you eat it, on the inside, you'll have a peony. I asked what color palette my friend liked, and she said she really likes the aesthetic of the Trader Joe's bags. The fun, decorative, natural coloring with a little pop of flair in there. So that's how I picked those colors. Plus, I thought that they were similar to this, slightly neutral or muted, so that it hits that Trader Joe's feel. So I did the square for this week. I did a square. Doesn't fit into the blanket. I owe you another one, just to keep on track. So I did the square, and I wanted to put it on the inside because as you're carrying the bread and you set it down on the table or wherever you're having it, you're eating it from the inside. I don't know. I thought the detail should be on the inside. What do you think? I have plenty more squares, or I mean, I have plenty more flowers. Hobby Lobby, I love that. This is, what did I use? I love this cotton for the green, which was the final round on this. Oh, I guess that's the only time I use the green. I believe this is the Premier Just Cotton from $1.25 Tree, which I used to join. Sugar and Cream is the majority of the color. What color did they call this? Wooded Moss. And the burgundy is the Knit Picks. All cotton, all cotton. The pink kind of feels like the Sugar and Cream. Workhorse Kitchen Cotton can be washed time after time. That's what I did. I sat, oh, getting tongue-tied. I need another cup of coffee. I sat and designed a sourdough casserole carrier. I had fun with it. There's no link for this. I know during quarantine times, a lot of people jumped into making sourdough, and I wonder how many people still got their starters going. I've killed a few starters. A few. I asked my friend just for fun. I was asking her, if she named her sourdough, her little starter, and she said she named it Dolene. Go ahead and sing the song. It's a good one. How fun is that? I've heard of so many amazing names for sourdough starters. Do you have a sourdough starter? Did you name it? Tell me the name of your sourdough starter in the description box below, or the comment box below. I've killed so many of them. I feel bad to even say I'd like another to start, but I forget about them. I put them in the refrigerator. They go dormant. I can't revitalize them. It's the measurements. I'm a crocheter, not a baker. But I'm offering my support, right? So, okay, that's it for the Granny Square Garden for this week. Next week, I'll come back with this one with the green outside border so it can go in the blanket. All right, I'll let you guys go. Have a wonderful weekend. It's Friday. Oh, there was one more thing. Starting on the first day of spring, Rainey has announced that she is doing a crochet along. She's asking all the channels if they want to join in. She's asking all the viewers if they want to join in. There will be a patch involved, a Spring Cal 2026 patch. She wants content creators to come up with spring themed patterns with free links so that everybody can join in at their own pace. And we haven't quite figured out all the details. I think Missy's in on it. There are a lot of exciting things going on with these patches. I'm thrilled. So I'm currently searching through the internet for free patterns and kind of making them on the sidelines so that for the 3 months of spring, March, April, May, that every other Friday, which interrupts this, so then I'll owe you two squares, because every other Friday will be the Granny Garden and every other Friday will be the Spring Cow. And they'll be just little makes that you could make if you want them. I'm offering all the free patterns, easy to find, in the description box of those videos. More later when it all gets ironed out, right? Just thinking ahead, I'm gonna owe you 2 squares so that we stay on track. Man, a year-long commitment. Oh, goodness. All right. Take care, friends. I'll see you soon, okay? Bye.